Okay, so let's get started here in Design Space. I'm using Design Space on my iPhone. I'm going to go ahead and make a shape here, and I'm going to make it the same size as the sign that I'm making. So unlocking the width and height so I can change it to being 10 by 12. Okay. So here I'm going to pick a font for the vinyl that's going to go on my sign. So remember, you can change this up as many times as you'd like. And I like to play around with having a couple different options on the screen at a time, just so I can compare, really see what I am liking. And one of the main purposes of this project today is to show you how my new Cricut Maker 3 is working. So I haven't made many projects on it yet. I just sold my Explorer 2 and upgraded. So I'm just going to make a very basic vinyl sign to show you how it's working. So again, I'm using a couple different fonts here, remembering to make my letter space come together so my letters connect. And I'm going to weld it here together so it all becomes one continuous cut. Since I'm pretty set on that font, I like to mix up with how many words go on different lines here until it's the look that I'm going for. Again, remember, although I clearly forgot to this time, remember to save as you're going, especially if you're somewhere with bad internet like I am, as you do not want to lose all of your hard work. So again, I'm just going to kind of mix up how it's looking, but I might end up going back here to how I had it originally. It just kind of fits well visually with the other word, with the home. Sometimes it's fun just to play around with the designs. So I like to use the duplicate feature and put side by side two different signs sometimes so I can compare different fonts and see what my options are. So it just makes it a little bit easier to see. I'm just doing some basic resizing. I have to move this one out of the way as it's trying to line the text up with each other. So let's get that off screen for now, so I can play around with just this one. Sorry, I'm being a little picky today. I want it to be just right. So the sign I'm making is to go into our new home that I'm so excited. We're actually making progress. We're all the way framed and have the roof on. Definitely a lot more to go on the inside, but we will get there. And I'm going to have my own craft room for the first time. So my Cricut will have a much better home than in the travel trailer. Okay, so this is looking good about how I want it. Remember to use the yellow lines that show up to line your text up, especially if you're going to attach your items together and cut it all out in the same layout as you are making it on the screen. Other choice that I like to do sometimes is to leave things unattached, so it cuts it out randomly but in a way to save on vinyl. So it won't look exactly like the screen, but the words will be together, like the "It's So Good to Be" will still be one piece, and then home will be a different piece, but it won't necessarily look like this order. And that's just to make the best use of vinyl possible. So I'm going to reduplicate this now that I have it lined up better how I want it. Again, just to compare some different font choices. And I still haven't decided if it's going to be black or white vinyl. We'll see. So I just finished that one up, and I'm going to show you here. Ta-da! The new beautiful machine. Yeah, I'm really liking it. One of my first projects here. And I'm going to show you this one here in real time so you can see how fast this machine is for cutting. I decided to go ahead and use black vinyl. As you can tell here, I did not use a cutting mat, meaning I am using some smart material, which you can use with the Explorer 3 and the new Maker 3, along with the smaller material in the Joy. But here I'm using a sample piece of black removable smart vinyl that came with the machine. I did not intend to use removable vinyl for this project, but the sample sheet came with it, so I figured might as well use it at some point. And I don't think it should have a problem going onto the sign and staying there. It's an indoor sign, so I don't foresee it peeling or anything, but even if it did in the future, I guess that just gives us a new blank canvas for another sign. So here you can see the machine in action. I'm using the fine point blade, the one that comes in the machine. And again, some smart vinyl, so I do not need to use a cutting mat. And using the correct settings in the drop-down menu for the removable smart vinyl. So we're going to let it go ahead and cut the whole project. I did end up adding a couple little images to the sign as well that you can wait and see for, that I did not include in the design space part of this video. While we're waiting for it to cut, go ahead and comment below what projects have you started on your new machines. For anyone who's upgraded or found themselves trying out the smart vinyl, what are you doing with it? I would love some inspiration to hear all your great ideas, so go ahead and drop that below. So one other thing to note here is the speed of this machine. This is not sped up in any way, but it gets a project cut so much faster than my Explorer Air 2 did. I was just very surprised the first time it went through something. I thought that it didn't send to the machine correctly or something was going on, but it really was just done that quickly. All of the buttons on the machine here you see on the right are very similar to past machines, except that the material dial is gone, so it's always the custom option, which a lot of us used in past anyways. So here we go. I'm just going to weed these out. As you can see, they weed very easily. It cut all the way through with no issues at all. Definitely speeding up this weeding, as we all enjoy doing it. You don't need to sit and watch it happen, but I did want you to see just how crisp the cuts are. And it had no issues getting through this vinyl on the first cut. Just normal pressure with the material selected that I am using. So here are the images that I decided to add as well to my sign. And I did not cut my sign out all attached because I wanted to save on some vinyl. So here we'll just get it all laid out. Excuse the light turning on and off. My toddler is so proud of himself that he figured out how to do one of the light switches in the trailer. So it is his go-to thing to do right now. So here we go. You can see here on these images the sign coming together. I got the wood sign itself just from Walmart in their craft aisle. And there we are with the finished product. I am so excited, and it came out so just clean, nice and easy, and I love it. So go ahead and comment below what you think and hit that subscribe button to follow for more projects. Thanks.